I remember training with my father in the years after the rat plague. Someday, he said, our enemies will come for you. The sounds and smells of Dunwall never change much. This is my city. What training regimen does Father have in store for me today?
All right, Majesty. Let's see what you can do.
I've got to slide under to get through. Never doubted I could make that.
Time to sprint, vault the obstacle, then slide under.
All right, good. What's next? Only I could spend every day running and jumping. Now to test my agility.
Come to me. You've learned well. Let's see how quiet you are, young lady. Sneak up on me, if you can. That's my girl. Don't let me hear you or see you.
Didn't see anything at all.
Who's covered his tail? Remember, a pistol will wake up everyone in the building. Your crossbow is quiet. Time for some more weapons and combat training. Let's beat each other up, shall we? Yes. You hit home. That's my daughter. When someone swings a sword at you, block. Good. Well done. Very good. You've got a natural instinct for fighting. If you time your block right, you'll throw an enemy off balance. You're quick. Smart move. That'd stop even the most black-hearted killer. You can choke an enemy out, even in combat. is off balance, you can land a lethal counterattack. Feel better knowing you can take care of yourself. When trouble does finally come, you're ready to fight.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo Attano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
Your signet ring. There. You're ready.
Thank you, Alexei. Open the doors.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Caldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily,
You look tired, Father.
death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No, someone's trying to make us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor, the Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsay says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's intriguing.
His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos!
Mechanical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsay? I didn't authorize those things.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo Attano, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Caldwin, your rightful Empress, Delilah Caldwin.
Impossible.
My mother had a sister?
My dearest niece, hello.
It's not true.
My father was Emperor Yuhorn Jacob Kaldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. But now I'm home.
If you really are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown. My father's promise, whispered in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Kaldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Kaldwin.
Royal Protector. How naive to think you could get away with these murders. Living in my palace has protected you, but that's over. Hear me, all of you. Your rightful Empress has returned.
All hail the Empress Delilah, first of her name. Arrest Emily Kaldwin and her father for the Crown Killer murder.
What?
Sword can't still my heart. You in cold marble. No! Sweet girl, over time you'll come to love me. Perhaps someday you'll see me as the mother you lost. But until then, you'll be kept out of trouble.
I'll lock Lady Emily in her chambers, then I'll bring her to Coldstream Prison until her trial. My father lost it all when I was a boy, so now I wear this uniform, and I send 20-year-olds out to patrol the rose gardens instead of drinking with the men from the shooting club.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lady Emily, what happened?
That'll be all, Captain Mayhew.
No!
So that's the Royal Protector's fancy weapon. What kind of sword folds in half? There's a legend in the Tower Guard about the Empress's last resort, a safe room inside your chambers holding enough gold to buy a good-sized island. They say that this ring is one of the only 2 keys to exist.
What happened? Alexei. The throne room. Father. Nothing I can do alone. I need to get out of here.
He's old blood, one of the good families. And now that he's helped the rightful empress take the throne...
They used to hide frogs in this old grandfather clock to drive the housekeepers mad. I thought life was complicated back then. How many times have I looked at that skyline? It feels like everything just changed. Delilah is some sort of witch. How is this possible?
Lady Emily, you're all right. Where's the Royal Protector?
There's a coup underway. My father is... he's imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Through your safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks, looking for the Royal Protector. Find her. Get out of Dunwall.
Alexei, I'm sorry. Goodbye. These bastards are working with Ramsay and the Duke of Serkonos.
This wall itches like mad.
Traitors.
Throne room blocked off. We should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
Watch over me. Grant me the strength I need.
This is exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes, the natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramsays once hosted the King and Queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, the cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain.
Ramsay's family fell from the aristocracy, and apparently the man holds a grudge. How it's my fault, that's beyond me. But one way or another, Ramsay is too dangerous to be left in play.
Something stinks around here. It's not my job to clean up. That's how it's cold with.
Designed by Sokolov. Emily's ring, the seal of the Empress. this wealth wasted on the Caldwin girl and her father, a foreigner.
I spent so many nights in here after the rat plague.
If the girl... Oh, sorry, Her Imperial Majesty had not ignored me at the butler's change of command ceremony. If she'd bothered to keep her appointments, I might have finally restored the family to its proper station. My idiot father notwithstanding.
This won't leave my hand again. Anton Sokolov made this lock. Now you've got what you wanted, Ramsey. The Imperial suite atop Dunwall Tower. Stay put until this is all set straight, Ramsey. Enjoy the rations and well water, sleeping next to a fortune. The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here.
I know that one day you'll be grown up, and I wonder what you'll remember of these years. Will you recall your time as a child with fondness? Or were there too many caretakers, formal dinners and lessons about boring old history? Maybe the precious hours we spent together will shine brighter. Time captured now and then with your mother and with Corvo, who was always close to my heart. I hope the season of rats and plague will be nothing more than a passing shadow on your early memories. A crisis come and passed, weathered by your mother and her advisors. You'll sit on the throne someday, and will do well, I hope.
If only I could talk to my mother one more time. Didn't live to see me driven out of Dunwall Tower. I have a feeling I'll need these. Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks. Gotta get out of Dunwall. I've gotta get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship. Somehow Delilah turned my father to stone. I will find a way to undo it. Traitorous dog. The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
What was that?
What was that? Probably nothing, but... Wait here. Just... checking something.
The former Empress, Emily Caldwin, has been accused of high crimes against the state. Anyone caught harboring her is equally guilty of treason. That's Emily Caldwin!
Citizens. As of today, Delilah Baldwin is our new empress. All hail the road is blocked by
Former Empress Emily Caldwin is now wanted for treason.
Supposed to do now?
Emily Caldwin,
citizen, I'd advise you to return to your home.
If I can't get through, that's it for my shop. The entire month will be ruined.
Trust me, you don't want to be out on the streets right now. Move along.
One gala after...
Can't stand my own stench.
Here, show yourself.
It's hard getting any business done here.
I don't want to die!
Hello?
Saw something?
Anybody? Let's show this one some of the new Dunwall hospitality.
Lucky, a visitor to Hatter territory.
Ah, the Hatter Gang. Also ready to profit from times of turmoil.
Who's there?
Who's this?
You're done!
Don't even know what that. I just don't know. Yes.
Came here to warn the Royal Protector. Maybe too late. No. Lady, you want to hear what I've got to say. I guarantee it. Lady Emily, you won't get far with that face. Stamped on half the coins in the city.
There's a coup underway, and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders. I don't care what my face looks like.
My name's Megan Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov. We learned something scary down in the south, and I came to warn you.
I know, Anton, but Corvo's gone. The Duke of Serkonos is here with a woman named Delilah. They massacred everyone in the throne room. Then she did something I can't explain. There was nothing to do but run.
Sometimes that's all you can do. This is my ship, the Dreadful Whale. We can head out as soon as you're ready.
I need to get to Karnaca where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on.
You're Corvo's daughter. I'll give you that. Should we go?
Yes, I'm ready. Am I still aboard Megan's ship? Feels odd. What is this place? Where am I? I can feel something moving closer. Watching.
Empress Emily Caldwin. I am a friend of your father's from the bad old days. I never expected us to meet. I watched your mother die at the hands of schemers who wanted your little empire. Then you were rescued by a man in a strange mask. I thought that was the end of the excitement. But someone yanked the rug from under your feet. You've lost your throne and your father. And I promise, Delilah won't just give them back. So, what are you prepared to do about it? Your Imperial Majesty? And are you clever enough to do it without spilling a river of blood? I asked Corvo those questions 15 years ago. This is the moment that changed him. Now it's your turn.
It burns from the inside. I feel like I'm standing at the edge of something. All the stories, they're true. Incredible. This is how I'm going to save my father and reclaim the throne. Corvo mentioned being here once.
I know you. Do you remember? It's been so long, and you've been through so much. Even as an echo of myself, it's good to know you're there.
Mother? You're here, but you're not here. In my hand, but somewhere else.
Only the last of my essence, with you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can. There are no stars in the sky here. There is no sky.
Who is Delilah really? How could she? I don't understand.
There's no one quite like Delilah. I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth, until she was in a position to steal from the wisest scholars in the Empire. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes fawning sycophants of those around her, all of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
When I was 10 years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is stranger than I ever imagined. Everything I know has been turned on its head, but I'm dealing with it the best I can. When you look at the great jeweled map at Dunwall Tower, Karnaca is the southernmost port in the Empire. A fat, red ruby. That's how I always thought of it. Up close, the city smells like the ocean and strange spices. Up close, it's a tangled story of blood and ambition. The birthplace of my father. Megan Foster is a stranger, but there's something that makes me want to trust her, despite her guarded disposition. She got me out of Dunwall, and I need answers. Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer, using the Crown Killer to butcher my political adversaries. They took what was mine, and I'm gonna get it back.
must be cursed. You're up.
All right. You've explained part of it. But what were you and Sokolov doing here?
The old man loved Karnaca, but he'd caught wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn Corvo.
There were reports about tensions rising, corruption, street violence. I didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy. He came in looking shocked, and if you've heard his after-dinner stories, you know that's unusual. We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
The Crown Killer.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could, toward Addermeyer Institute. It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers, the Crown Killer.
Addermeyer. All right. I'll get inside. The Crown Killer has to be eliminated, and if the alchemist will cooperate, maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck.
If you need my luck, Sokolov's as good as dead. When you get done at the Institute, disable the watchtower. Once it's down, I'll bring the boat around. We'll take the skiff to the shore when you're ready.
Jewel of the South. My father's birthplace.
There are a few black market shops scattered across the city. Brisk trades in bullets and knives these days. Ready for me to drop you at the docks?
Let's go see the streets where my father grew up.
Off we go then.
It won't do to be recognized.
Take you to Addermeyer by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkonos spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
Having more fun here than we were in Dunwall, it seems.
Watch yourself on the way to Addermeyer. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I'll keep my head down.
This is a good spot. Reach Addermeyer, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Addermire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Welcome to Karnaca, stranger.
You know the skipper?
No need to cover your face. There's not much dust from the mines down here at the docks.
Maybe one of the recent importers from Mordor.
Let's give it a dig.
This place be any different had I passed from the world.
Hello there.
No, first I'll yell.
You're not from here, am I right? Welcome to Karnaca, then.
I'll get the cigars tomorrow.
Can you imagine being attacked by such a monster out at sea? They're horrible creatures.
That's a relief. Don't know what I ate to deserve that.
Like yesterday, there's a stack of quiz if no one's clean or one of the old warehouse. A day like that.
Hello. Where am I gonna find the money for that?
Sure.
Fellow Sir Conan, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. New restrictions are now in place due to the political assassinations conducted in the name of the former...
Hard times under the Duke and his Grand Guard. A man has to be ready for anything.
Hey, come here. And new workers on the streets of Karnaca. Compliance is mandatory. I have something that might interest you. My name's Mindy Blanchard, and you look like someone who goes into places where you don't belong. Wanna help me with something? You scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours.
I need to get to Addermire Institute. Can you help me with that?
Yeah, I know how to do that. You go get a body for me, and I'll help you with your problem. Don't worry, he's already dead.
A body? That's odd. From where?
The overseers are holding him at their outpost. They think he was a kind of a witch. I want the body for reasons of my own. Sneak in and take it, then meet me in the old basement below the dentist office near there.
I'll think about it.
Why you cover your face is not my affair.
No gooder with a knife. Why me?
Welcome. Your face is no concern of mine. Ah, you want blueprints for better weaponry. News isn't good, they say. They should do like me. Never read it. Nothing that tickles your fancy?
I need a nap.
eyes to look upon the world, I see so much. Once, nearly all things were hidden.
And the imminent arrival of His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos, now royal consort to the Empress. For 3 days following the Duke's return to Karnaca, all official government activity will be put on hold as the Duke recovers from his travels, and additional tariffs will be levied against foot traffic near the Grand Palace.
Stop us?
I'm in. Just remember to move slow.
It's infested already. Move slowly, stay away from the nests, and try to avoid getting filled with bloodfly venom and eggs.
This is infested with bloodflies.
Calm. Going through there puts us on the other side of the wall of light.
If you want out of the city as bad as I do, this is our chance.
No. More likely we all get stunned to death. Then we end up hatching more bloodflies for the next group of idiots who try to get inside.
Don't turn on each other. We'll find another way to pass. And another way to get past the wall of light.
Fellow Sir Conan, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. This year's...
So many people trying to get away from Karnaca now. But where are you gonna go? There's money here, even if it's dirty.
It's a new thing, needing money.
You get stung enough, that's it. They'll be laying eggs under your skin. You run, they start to swarm.
Tonight I'm gonna trade in some wages for a bottle of whiskey. Maybe try my luck at dice.
Sometimes I remember the breeze on my skin.
Even the familiar parts of the city are starting to feel dodgy. That's no way to live.
Everyone is looking for me. It might pay to be discreet.
I warned you. Please, you gave me no choice.
Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next?
No!
This is how we get rid of snitches. Remember, if anyone asks, he just ran through it.
Yeah, couldn't stop him. I'm hungry.
Hey, is the windmill turning all right up there? No problems?
Don't worry, it's turning. Plenty of electricity.
Good. I like this setup better than using the well oil tanks. The wind won't run dry.
Well, that sounded like broken glass.
I'll just check what that was.
Smell the stench of the void. There's something perverse in this place. Dig deep.
Move along. We're conducting a search for heretical artifacts.
What? Here? Listen, I only need
This area is restricted on the authority of the Abbey. No one is allowed inside. What's going on here? It was coming from here. Let's see. I wonder who that was.
What happened here?
Karnaca was a lovely city once, before the Duke began choking the life out of the place, before the Crown Killer started painting the walls red. Now you're here, and I have to wonder whether you're gonna give it that final nudge, or pull it back from the edge. We've both seen cities go bad before. Vermin, blood, and betrayal. It's happening again. I hope you're ready.
impurities from the mind and body. Leading the city would gamble with all that we have built, with your very families. If the Abbey is pushed away...
Son,
what's going on?
What do you think
sounded
that
like
was? Broken glass.
I'll just have a look.
Sometimes I wonder if it wouldn't be better to craft the music boxes on here in the city, for instance. Instead, they're made in a few locations. It seems dangerous.
Far worse to have the knowledge of construction materials scattered across the aisles. The metals used to make the devices are unusually rare. The techniques, if applied by anyone but the most faithful, resolute overseers, border on hell.
Heresy. I suppose you're correct. It grieves me to imagine what cultists might accomplish if they took the music boxes and perverted them to their own ends.
Exactly, brother. Much better to protect such a powerful tool. Assemble them in secret and dispatch them across the Empire where they're needed in the fight against the supernatural.
Okay, what was that? You're not supposed to be here! You are... No way! Did you hear that?
You can't stay hidden forever.
What's going on here? Come out, wherever you are.
Probably too late.
No use.
Nobody there.
Next time.
Is it today that one of my dear brothers will have to blacken my
Vice Overseer Liam Byrne.
You lurk in the night. I'm pretty sure that was the Crown Killer, the Outsider's puppet. If there comes a heathen stinking of the void, then they will meet death tonight. I'll just be waiting. It won't be long. Huh? Stay alert. Just stay alert.
Scriptures, whatever has brought discord.
What the? Stop! Impossible! I just have to be patient. I'll cure the world from the likes of you. What?
That's it. The body Mindy sent me after.
Looks like she got away. Good riddance.
I see a mine collapsing on a dozen workers. A beggar succumbs to bloodlust. The cat sleeps on a velvet pillow.
One of us is down.
Come on. Hurry up. Hey, you got him. Put it down in the hole. Good job. Take this.
I won't ask you why you needed that. So how do I get to Addermire?
I just sent one of my boys to turn off the power to the carriage rails. When the juice is off, you can walk along the rails and get where you need to go. On the other side, there's a station that will take you to Addermire.
Better than nothing. Thanks for your help. More Grand Guard soldiers. Best to avoid.
I don't want to die!
I'll tear you to pieces!
Don't get away! Shame on you!
Botanical gardens.
Die, creature of the void!
I know you're here somewhere. Wait, where is she?
I am after.